about the horses? How did they cope? How did your boys hold up?
Well, I mean, our boys, did we have any girls out there? No, we had no girls. A whole team of boy ponies. They were all really good. I was terrified about my horse travelling, purely from a selfish point of view, having, lived through International Velvet and Taysom O'Neill losing her pony on the air, and all that horrible stuff. Yeah, I mean, he was amazing. He travelled like an old hand. It was
really?
Like, Michelle, my groom, said she was expecting him any minute to ring the bell and ask for another round of canapes, please. It was first class all the way, because we had the vet and we had Michelle and Jenny travelling with them.
Did they travel the group?
Yeah, we were allowed
you had them, you requested them, didn't you, from the previous stories, and they stayed with them all the way through?
Well, yeah, bizarrely, I had a fantastic groom at the World Championships, Jenny Ellis, who went on to win Groom of the Year.
Yeah.
And then this time I had Michelle Tipper, who came with me to Germany for the first time this year. And in some bizarre twist of fate, I had the two grooms that were chosen to fly out with the horses were Michelle and Jenny. So I was quids in, I know they looked after everybody equally, but I mean, I felt really happy having those two flying with him. But he travelled like a good one. It was like, it's not a problem.
And were you more nervous at this than you ever have been? Did it feel like that? Was the pressure on in the competition?
Have you heard the expression, fear is brown? Yeah, I was fine until they kind of manoeuvred me into the arena. Not that I was like, a donkey against the wall kind of thing, no, I'm not going. But until I was absolutely fine on the first day, until I kind of went through that tunnel or down that tunnel, and they kind of send you out into...
And there you are.
And it was like, wow, this is huge. And really surreal, because there's not a huge amount of horsey events, other than Olympia, that you are stuck in the middle of a huge city. Olympia is closed in. This is completely open, and you're completely surrounded by these huge buildings, which at night were all lit up.
Wow.
And it was like being in a bit like a Batman movie, a sci-fi movie. It was really, really surreal, but I was nervous.
I don't think people realise the pressure that the dressage riders are under in general, regardless of remembering
absolutely.
that text, because the blanks, they come when you're jumping and things, there's always somewhere to look, isn't it?
Yeah, there were a couple of blank moments where you kind of think, deep breath, and focus on what you're doing, because there's a huge amount of stuff to detract from or take your attention away from what you're doing. I mean, you see 4.5 minutes. Well, prior to that 4.5 minutes, it's a bit like that, the duck on the water thing.
Yeah.
It all looks terribly serene and gorgeous and glamorous. Underneath, we're sweating like nobody's business, and there's probably 30 or 40 people out the back that are stood there like this, biting their nails down to the quick. Because there's a huge amount that goes into getting us in for those 4.5 minutes, whether it be grooms, trainers, the doctor who was constantly patching me up, God bless her. There was, and the physios and the vets.
Such a team.
Yeah, I was having.
So how do you think that we'll cope 2012? Do you think we've got any hope of being as good?
We're going to be better.
You reckon?
There is only one way. There is only one way, and we have to be better. On home soil, I think that will lift our game again. And I think we'll be out to prove a point that, we won 10, we won 5 silver, 5 gold, which is the best we've done. And I said, well, where do we go from here? And Will Connell said to me, well, how about 10 gold? I went, okay, point taken.
And you won the bronze because it's prettier?
The bronze medal was stunning. I mean, not that I particularly wanted one, but as a keepsake it would have been. It was really beautiful. I love my gold one, I love my silver one, I want to get that perfectly clear. I don't want to give them away or trade them. But
or sell them on eBay?
Or sell them on eBay, no. But they were really beautifully done, because I don't know if you can see that they've got, the gold one's got like a white jade in it.
Yeah.
And then the silver one's got a slightly darker green jade. And then the bronze one, being bronze, and having a really dark green, it was really beautiful.
So what's the plans for you now? Where are we the next few months? Where are you guys? Are you going to have a nice, well-deserved break?
There is no peace for the wicked, apparently. I thought I was going to have come back and just slip back into dog walking and riding the ponies and just general Tesco's run and all that kind of stuff. That obviously isn't going to happen. There's lots of little things that need to be done. We've got a wash-up meeting to discuss because even though we had a phenomenally successful games, there's still areas that obviously we need to look at, and maybe things we could change slightly to improve things for 2012. There's a parade in London.
When's the parade?
The 16th of October there's a parade. I'm not sure exactly where it starts from, but there's a parade of all the medalists and all the Olympians, so that'll be good fun. I've started doing a little bit with, last week I was in Gloucestershire doing it was a sports day for disabled and children with learning difficulties. So I went along with that, and they love this. They love it. Holding the medals and picking them up and feeling them, they love it. And for me, a lot of it is, that's what it's about. It's okay, I've won it and my horse has won it, but there's a lot of other people that really want to see these things, so why not,
Well, we're all very proud of you. I think you're absolutely marvellous. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks very much
indeed. Thank you.
You're very welcome.